What's going on, guys? Happy May the 4th be with you. Today we're ranking all the Star Wars movies from worst to best, so let's jump right into it.
I almost had to think of Luke as another character. Maybe he's Jake Skywalker. He's not my Luke Skywalker.
Oh wow, The Last Jedi. Where do I begin? I remember when this movie first came out, and I actually liked it. You want to know why? Because I was 10 years old. This film single-handedly ruins almost everything I love about Star Wars, and it's absolutely mind-boggling. Let's start off with Luke Skywalker, the most hopeful hero in the galaxy. In this gem of a film, Luke is brought down to being a depressed hermit who lives on an island by himself with these weird-looking turtle nuns. He drinks green nipple milk and answers to no one. What a fantastic Wait a second, this is nothing like Luke from when we last saw him. However, they do try to justify his actions. While he was training Ben Solo, he felt the dark side flowing through him, so to end it, Luke thought the best possible way was to kill him.
Who wrote this?
You mean to tell me that the same guy who saw the goodness in Darth Vader and gave it his all not to give up on him is the same guy who attempted to murder his nephew because he saw a vision or something? Like, that's just horrible writing. Not to mention, he goes to burn the sacred Jedi texts along with Yoda. I genuinely cannot fathom people enjoying this film. The one scene that I love is Luke's reunion with R2. It's a really sweet scene with them back in the Falcon and R2 showing Luke Leia's hologram message from A New Hope to help him get back in the fight. Call it jingling keys, but I actually thought this was a great character moment. His reunion with Leia and 3PO was really sweet too, and I like when Luke steps out of the smoke from the AT-AT attack. That was pretty cool. But something that really pisses me off is how they handle him hearing that Han Solo died. There's actually a deleted scene showing Luke dealing with the loss of Han, and it's such a powerful scene, but of course Rian Johnson had to cut it to make time for Finn and Rose's casino heist plot. There's so much more to talk about this movie, but I physically can't and I don't want to. I want to be free of this pain. I'm giving Star Wars The Last Jedi an F.
Jar Jar is a key to all this.
Yeah, sorry, I don't like this movie. I bet a lot of people are going to be mad that I put this below Rise of Skywalker, but wow, is this movie boring. The only entertaining scene is Duel of the Fates, which is obviously iconic. John Williams' score here is flawless, and it's a scene I watch constantly. But if a film consists of one good scene that I'll watch here and there, it doesn't justify the product as a whole to be good. The pod racing scene is incredibly boring and drags on for way too long, and it's really only fun the first time you watch it. The writing and the dialogue feels so robotic and it isn't natural at all. This is a problem with the prequels, but it's definitely worse in Phantom Menace. The only positives I have are Darth Maul is obviously badass, the score is really good, and screw it, I love Jar Jar Binks. I'm giving Star Wars The Phantom Menace a D.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Well, here we are, the finale to the Skywalker saga, and it's the most underwhelming thing I've ever seen. The writing might be the worst in the series, but there are a few things I actually like about this film. The entire runtime is almost a big middle finger to The Last Jedi, and I kinda love it and hate it for that. I love it because The Last Jedi is horrible, and I'm not going to reinstate why, but I kinda hate that the film gets zero time fleshing out the characters more. I'll tell you the biggest problem with this trilogy. There was no plan. Therefore, Disney didn't get to actually have good arcs for our characters except Kylo Ren. And you know what? I actually really like Rey, Finn, and Poe as a team. But we're 3 movies into this trilogy and we're still figuring out stuff about them because there wasn't a roadmap when they were making these. I find it hilarious how Snoke is killed off in The Last Jedi by Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams brings back Palps in a panic. You can obviously tell he wasn't the plan. I really feel like if J.J. got to direct the full trilogy and we got to see his vision for these sequels, it could have gone great, but sadly, it's just a jumbled mess. However, this movie is pretty damn entertaining. The writing sucks, but damn it, there's a lot of fun bad stuff in here that I kinda love it. I remember being in the theater with my dad on opening night for this, and when it was revealed that Rey was Palpatine's granddaughter, I kid you not, I whispered in his ear and said, "It's like they have unlimited shit they can pull out of their ass," and well, yeah, 12-year-old me was right. They give Rey some new force healing powers for some reason, and I'm cool when the force is used in a new cool way, but not when it's damn plot magic. This kind of breaks a lot of death scenes now, since the whole time Jedi could have handled this by healing their allies back to life. It's actually kind of ridiculous. I did really love Kylo Ren's scene with Han coming back. It's super well written and acted, and I really wish we got more scenes like this in the trilogy. which is just sad to think about, because it really has so much potential. Oh yeah, and I can't forget about my glorious King Babu Frick. I love that little dude. What an absolute legend. Also, I really like Zori Bliss. She's honestly pretty cool. For the scene she's in, they just don't really do anything with her. I shit you not, she has one of the coolest designs in all of Star Wars, and they literally do nothing, and it's just a shame. So yeah, it's not a good movie, but it's definitely more entertaining than The Phantom Menace, and I would probably want to rewatch this over that because it's just kind of fun to laugh at sometimes. I'm giving Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker a D+.
I don't like sand.
Alright guys, I'm sorry to admit it, but this movie is pretty fun. On my last rewatch, Brandon and I watched the prequels all in one sitting one night, and when we got to Attack of the Clones, we actually really enjoyed it. Now yes, the dialogue is pretty rough and the story drags here and there, but there is just something so fun about this movie. I love all the clone battles, Anakin's slow turn to the dark side is fun to see, the Jedi battle on Geonosis is awesome, even the opening scene is really entertaining. The problem lies with the writing and some of the acting, as it isn't quite there to the level of Revenge of the Sith's greatness. I almost forgot how great the Yoda and Count Dooku fight is. This is the first time we see Yoda wield a lightsaber in the Skywalker saga, and it is badass. Also, that droid factory scene is great, and I remember this level in LEGO Star Wars would always make my game freeze on my Wii, so thanks for that, George. But yeah, overall, it's not an incredible movie or anything, but I have fun with it. I'm giving Star Wars Attack of the Clones a C.
I don't care.
Rogue One's a pretty interesting one for me because I really don't like it as much as some people do. I understand, like, people think this is great. Like, if this is in your top 3 Star Wars of all time, more power to you. I just really can't get behind it as much as other people can. I just think the characters here are so uninteresting and boring. Like, I don't remember anyone's name except Andor, and that's only because he has a Disney Plus show. That's literally it. In my opinion, a Star Wars movie lives and dies by its characters, so with these guys not being that great, I really just don't care about them, and the fact that it's a war movie where a lot of them are going to die, matter of fact, all of them are going to die, and I don't care about a single death, that's not really a good thing you would want in a movie. I do really think the third act is great though. I just wish the characters could have been better written. I feel like I'm kind of crapping on this a lot, but I really just don't have a whole lot to say. I think it is a well-made movie though. Like, the cinematography looks great, the action scenes are pretty good, and the Darth Vader scenes, I mean, my god, every single one is just flawless. And I absolutely love the transition right into A New Hope. That was so seamless and great. Such a great job. So while it's one that I don't particularly love, I can't deny that it is a well-made film. It's just not one that I rewatch ever. I'm giving Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, a B.
It's really, really good.
Okay, now we're getting into the movies that I love, and Solo, A Star Wars Story is fantastic. It's just a super fun heist movie with the origin of Han and Chewie, and I just love it. I think Han's backstory is really great, and I love the way him and Chewie meet. I thought that was just awesome. I really liked the scene with Han and Lando in the card game. I thought that was really great. Actually seeing the Millennium Falcon do the Kessel Run is just so damn cool to see, and the visuals inside it are just so great. So yeah, honestly, I don't really have any problems with it. It's just a damn good movie. I really just like it a lot, and I feel like not a lot of people do or really sing its praise, and honestly, it's really damn underrated. I think it's great. I'm giving Solo, A Star Wars Story, a B+.
There is no episode 7.
Well, here we are, The Force Awakens. This really could have been the start of a great trilogy, but sadly, there's only one good movie, and this is the one. I will admit a lot of the love I have for this film is nostalgia. It's the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters, and all of my friends and I, we saw this thing on the premiere night before it came out, and it was just amazing and something that I'll never forget. This was also the first movie ever to make me cry. I mean, man, seeing Han Solo die on the big screen as an 8-year-old really broke me. But yeah, overall, to the start of a trilogy, this movie's really solid, and I really wish it just improved from here, but sadly it didn't. I'm giving Star Wars The Force Awakens an A-. Return of the Jedi is just fantastic. This is the film where we see Luke Skywalker as a fully trained Jedi Knight and Darth Vader's turned back to the light side as Anakin Skywalker, and it is beautiful. The entire sequence with Luke trying to help Vader get back into the shuttle, but Vader saying, "Luke, let me look upon you with my own eyes," it's just really damn good. There's a couple of slow bits here and there, but that Vader redemption arc for the third act is just incredible. This film really solidifies Anakin Skywalker being the greatest character in all of Star Wars, and it's just a masterpiece. I'm giving Star Wars Return of the Jedi an A.
Did you shoot Greedo first, or did Greedo shoot you first? I don't care.
Star Wars A New Hope is fantastic, and for the sake of this video, I'm just calling it Star Wars because that's what this was originally called when it released, but yeah guys, this movie is just so damn perfect. It is the perfect hero's journey from beginning to end with just fantastic characters. To think that if we didn't have this movie, we wouldn't have had one of the greatest franchises of all time is just really insane to think about. People have been singing this film's praise for years, so there's nothing really much else I can add to the table, but all I'm gonna say is, if you've never seen the original Star Wars, what are you doing, man? Go watch it right now. It is amazing and it still holds up to this day. I'm giving Star Wars an A+.
Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back is perfect in every single feasible way. Not only is it one of the greatest sequels ever made, it's one of the greatest movies ever made, period. So many iconic scenes and lines from Star Wars all stem from this movie, and it really just shows its greatness. And we can't forget the greatest cinematic twist of all time, Darth Vader being Luke's father. I can't imagine the feeling someone can get watching this for the first time in theaters back when this came out. That must have been mind-blowing. I remember losing my mind when I first saw this as a little kid because this twist is that damn good. Every single thing that was great about A New Hope is great here, amplified by 20. The lightsaber fights, the world building, the planets, the characters, literally everything. So it's no surprise to anyone that I am giving Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back an A+.
This shit means something to me, man.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is and will always be my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. Every single thing in this film, in my eyes, is absolutely perfect. It's the most important movie in the entire Star Wars saga, and for good reason. We see the birth of Darth Vader, Luke, Leia, the Empire, and just about all of it, really. And all of it is so perfectly crafted and well written. It really feels like all the puzzle pieces aligned and just made something so special. The lightsaber battles are the absolute best in the entire series, and the weight behind each fight is just spectacular. This is easily John Williams' best work on Star Wars, and it shows. Every single track on here is just a banger. It's easily the saddest Star Wars movie without a doubt. It's basically the Avengers Infinity War to Star Wars. The heroes actually lose, and I love stories that are more realistic because the good guys don't win all the time. The battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin on Mustafar is just incredible. The choreography, the emotion behind every single hit with the lightsabers is just spectacular. Order 66 is one of the greatest Star Wars scenes of all time, and just basically every scene in here is a contender for the top 10. Getting to rewatch this movie in theaters for the 20th anniversary was just magical. Seeing all of this unfold on the big screen with the great surround sound in my theater, it was really something special. Not only is this my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time, period. And that's why I'm giving Star Wars Revenge of the Sith a well-deserved A+. Well guys, that concludes my Star Wars ranking video. I hope you all enjoyed. Star Wars is such a big part of my life, and I really loved ranking all these movies. Even though some are bad, there's some really great stuff in here that I'll always love for the rest of my life. May the 4th be with you all, and let me know what your favorite Star Wars movie is in the comments down below. See you in the next one. Bye.